on a hard quiz. Soteria, sales consultant. Expert subject, the first Persian Empire. Jake, pasta maker. Expert subject, the Wiggles. Sanjay, doctor. Expert subject, US comedy series Scrubs. Keith, computer programmer. Expert subject, Guinness. Here's your host, Tom Gleeson.
Hello, how are you? Zing. Welcome to Hard Quiz. These contestants are skinks. Last one to lose their tail will be tonight's Hard Quiz champion. To be part of the show at home, go to the ABC TV socials. Let's say hello. G'day, Keith.
G'day, Tom.
Now, Guinness is your expert subject.
Yes.
How big a pisshead are you?
I learnt to drink in the mines back in the 80s.
Yeah.
Probably a pisshead then.
OK.
Probably the 90s as well.
All right.
2000s. 2010s sort of got a bit better. 20s I've been really good.
Have you visited the famous Guinness brewery in
Yes,
Dublin?
I have, Tom.
There you are there, out the front. Yes, still standing. And where are you there?
That's at the top of the storehouse.
Are you trying not to say what it is exactly because you're worried it might be an answer?
Could well be. Seen that happen before.
Yeah, I've seen it happen before. I love it. Now, you claim to have created the first stubby hat.
Correct.
When's that from, just so we know?
That's 1984 Melbourne Cup. I decided to make that up and it worked really, really well.
So how'd it work?
I bought the first beer, wandered around, and then someone would say, "Does that thing work?" And in those days, you could bring an esky into the Melbourne Cup. So I say, "Give me a beer and I'll show you."
Yeah.
I never bought another beer all day.
Sanjay.
Hey, Tom.
Now, you're a doctor and you're into the TV show Scrubs. Why do you love the show?
It counts as study through med school. That's what I told myself.
That study, is it?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. Do you ever try to have some witty banter at your actual hospital that you work?
I do, but they're mostly demented, so...
That's a medical term, right?
Yes.
You do a bit of open mic comedy.
Yes, so they tell me.
Are you good at it?
Probably not.
When are you going to become a professional like me?
Med school was the backup, and I'm still sticking with that.
And you're afraid of birds.
Yes.
What's going on there? Where does that eccentricity come from?
When I was 3, we went to the Melbourne Zoo, and it was feeding time for the pelicans. And as a 3-year-old, I reckon a pelican would win. So they're chasing me around thinking I had food, and ever since that day, it's been a big fear.
But more importantly, you have a PowerPoint presentation to explain that you have a fear of birds. Because it comes up so often, you feel like you need to take people through it. Is that right?
Yes, yes. It's a complex thought process, so I just wanted to help people understand where I'm coming from.
And you've used this on a first date?
I have.
Are you still with that person?
It's no wonder I'm still single, Tom.
Okay. All right, Jake.
Tom.
Now, you're into the Wiggles.
Yeah.
Now, for you, is it a nostalgia kick or have you just been continuously into them the whole time?
I've been continuously into them since I was very, very young.
OK, and you just love them the whole time?
Yep.
So, you know, you've just been listening to the Wiggles from your childhood to now?
Yep.
All right. That's commitment. You're dressed as a Wiggle?
Yes, I'm dressed as my favourite yellow wiggle, Greg Page.
You must have been happy that he survived.
Yes.
I think we got through that, Jake.
Yes.
How much Wiggles merchandise do you have, Jake?
I've got over 30 CDs, 2 books, a vinyl record and 4 skivvies, including the one I'm wearing right now.
Bloody hell, mate. How much money did they rip you off with that?
They didn't rip me off. I bought it from stuff like JB, eBay and all those other places.
OK, so you went looking for bargains?
Yes.
You didn't just buy them direct from the Wiggles like an idiot?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. Suck shit, Wiggles, you didn't get any of the profit. Now, you're a pasta maker.
Yes, I am.
What's your favourite pasta to make?
My favourite pasta to make is gnocchi.
You should know gnocchi's not a pasta. Of all people, you should know it's hot potato.
Yeah, I know.
It's not officially a pasta.
No, it's not.
Soteria.
Hi, Tom.
Now, the first Persian Empire is your subject.
Yes. yes.
What era are we talking about, just to give us some context?
Without giving anything away, couple of 100 years before Christ.
So do you watch sword and sandal epics and get annoyed by the historical inaccuracies?
I watch a lot of historical movies, TV shows, and I can be quite frustrating to sit with and watch through them. I like to point out everything that's wrong.
But you sound pretty confident, even though we're talking about a long time ago. Like, do you really know?
I know what the books have said and what I've learnt over the years, so I'm hoping it's correct.
Better be correct for tonight. Now, you've been into classical antiquity for a long time.
Very long time.
How old are you there?
There I'm about 12. I am dressed as Cleopatra there for one of my cousin's birthdays.
And so you weren't in the Wiggles at the time?
I grew up with the Wiggles, yeah, been to their concerts.
But you thought antiquity was better?
I think so, yeah.
How accurate is Captain Feathersword? Historically?
Historically, but he's great fun. I mean, not from personal experience.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right, let's play. Hard!
Expert round. Expert subject. Win or lose 5 points. Steal an answer, double points.
I'll ask each of you 5 questions on your expert subject. Right, you get 5 points. Wrong, I will take 5 points from you. The rest of you can steal at any time to get double points. Let's start with Soteria and her expert subject, the First Persian Empire. You ready to get ancient?
I'm ready.
Established by Darius I and known to the Persians as Parsa, is what heritage-listed ancient capital? Soteria.
Persepolis.
Correct! The principles of Cyrus the Great, the first ruler of the Persian Empire, strongly influenced Thomas Jefferson in drafting which charter? Soteria.
The Declaration of Human Rights.
Incorrect. It's wide open. Key for the steal.
Independence, Declaration of Independence.
Correct. Double points to you. Was that written on the back of a Guinness coaster? According to ancient Persia's Zoroastrian beliefs, the bridge to the afterlife was guarded by what domestic animal? First deal at Sanjay.
Cat.
Incorrect. It's wide open. Time's up, dog. It's the other one. I mean, we're tossing a coin here. Come on. Yeah, they believe that being nice to dogs in this life would benefit you in the afterlife. Around the year 820, a text by Persian scholar Al-Khwarizmi defined what branch of mathematics? Time's up, algebra. You're looking at me like I gave you this topic. You came to me with this topic. Last question in your set, Soteria. The film 300 is a fictional retelling of which ancient Persian battle? Soteria.
The Battle of Thermopylae.
Correct. Time now for Jake and the Wiggles. Are you happy, Jake?
Yes, I am.
You don't look happy, Jake.
OK, I'll get ready to wiggle.
OK. Let's get ready to wiggle. Here we go. 2 adults wiggling. There's nothing weird about that. Before the Wiggles, Anthony Field and Jeff Fatt were members of the Cockroaches. Key for the steal.
Greg Page, I don't know.
Incorrect. I'll finish the question. Who had a top 10 hit with She's...
She's the One.
Correct. She's the One is correct. Jake, who else from the Cockroaches was in the Wiggles?
I know that Anthony's brothers Paul and John were involved backstage, but they were never official members.
That's right. And just like the Cockroaches, the Wiggles never die. In 2009, Kylie Minogue performed as an honorary Wiggle, wearing what colour skivvy? Jake?
Pink.
Correct. Here's me dancing to the song Hot Potato. In this verse, what food am I mashing?
Mashed
Jake?
banana.
Correct. Mashed banana is also what most ABC viewers eat. Before becoming what Anthony describes as the most popular Wiggle by far, Emma Watkins performed as which dinosaur? Jake.
Dorothy.
Correct. I've heard the queues for Emma are very long, yeah? She's really popular.
Yeah, she's the most popular Wiggle to date.
Have you ever been to a gig?
No, I've never been to a Wiggles concert.
Yeah, that'd be weird, wouldn't it? Last question in your set, Jake. In 2020, the Wiggles apologised for cultural insensitivity. Jake.
Over the song Papa Dum.
Correct! Apologised for cultural insensitivity to the Indian community when a clip resurfaced of what song? Papa Dum is correct. To be fair, nobody knew that white people dressing as stereotypical Indian clothes and singing Papa, 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 Papa Dum was offensive. Because it was 2014, it was a different time. 5 from 5! Next set of questions is for Sanjay on Scrubs. Here we go. You ready, Sanjay? Name for a friend of the creator. The show's primary narrator, Dr. John Dorian, is best known by what initials? For the Steel and Soteria.
JD.
Correct! How many times watching it did it take you, Sanjay, to realise that Zach Braff's voice is really annoying?
You get used to it. Bit of Stockholm syndrome sets in and you start to like it.
That's how my show works. Until the season 8 finale, this character is only ever referred to by which job title, Sanjay?
Janitor.
Correct. In the season 1 episode, My Old Lady, JD says statistically 1 in 3 of the patients being admitted will do what? Keith for the Steel.
Die.
Correct. Double points to you. Sanjay, how many of the 3 die?
All 3.
Yeah. You're a doctor. What's your ratio?
I'll tell you off air.
Okay. A dance performed by surgeon Chris Turk in season 5 became the default dance. Sanjay.
In Fortnite?
Correct. In which online video game? Fortnite is correct. Last question in your set, Sanjay. In 2020, streaming platform Hulu removed 3 episodes of Scrubs due to what controversial element? Sanjay.
Blackface?
Correct. After Tina Fey had blackface scenes cut from 30 Rock, creator Bill Lawrence requested the same for Scrubs. And of course, Netflix had to edit out Chris Lilly's entire career. Hello, Chris, if you're watching. Remember when you were the most popular person on the ABC? All right, last set in the expert round, it's Keith and Guinness. In 1759, Arthur Guinness leased the company's Dublin brewery site for £45 annually under an agreement set to last for how many years, Keith?
9,000.
Correct. Yeah, they later bought the land outright so they didn't have to worry about moving out in the year 10,759. The creamy froth in a can of Guinness is created by the widget, a ball designed to release what gas, Keith?
Nitrogen.
Correct. So not carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide they tried and was too effervescent, so they put nitrogen in and the bubbles are smaller, forming the nice creamy head.
Nice creamy head. A 1929 newspaper ad claimed Guinness is good for you, saying doctors recommended it during recovery from what viral disease? Wide open. Time's up. Influenza. It also said it could help with insomnia and keeping you energised. Advertised as part of a 2019 responsible drinking campaign, Guinness Clear was made from 100% what? Time's up. Water. It was just made from water. Some people thought it was an actual product, but it was just to encourage people to drink tap water between vast quantities of Guinness. So it's like, drink some Guinness Clear, as in water, to...
That's just wrong.
Yeah. Last question in your set, Keith. Although its official colour is dark ruby red, Guinness is commonly known as the what stuff? For the Steels, Jake.
Black.
Correct. Double points to you. What makes it so dark?
It's the roasted barley.
Fascinating. All right. We've perused through their subjects. Now let's peruse through mine.
Tom's round. Tom's subject, multiple choice.
This week I've been really getting into celebrity dogs. I love celebrity dogs because nothing makes a celebrity look more relatable than a ridiculously overpriced dog. This round is multiple choice. Select your answers on your screens, then press the buzzer to lock in the answer. 1920s Hollywood star Rin Tin Tin is credited with saving Warner Brothers Studios from what misfortune? A. Robbery attempt. B. Bankruptcy. C. Fire. D. Gas leak. The answer is B. Bankruptcy. Yes, the studio made over $400,000 on his first starring feature, which got them out of the red. And they then went on to make 19 more films with him, which is 70 films in dog years. Credited to Paris Hilton's late dog, the Tinkerbell Hilton Diaries has what subtitle? A. Barking down Hilton's door. B. Inside the handbag. C. Celebrity fashion and pats. D. My life tailing Paris Hilton. The answer is D. My life tailing Paris Hilton. That is a real book. Located off the Hume Highway in Gundagai is a statue depicting a dog sitting on what? A. A barrel. B. A log. C. A swag bag. D. A tucker box. The answer is D. A tucker box. In his last annual White House Christmas video, presidential dog Barney Bush dreamed of competing in which Olympics? A. Beijing 2008, B. Los Angeles 1984, C. Barcelona 1992, D. Sydney 2000. The answer is A. Beijing 2008. Last question in my round's worth double points. Which of these dogs is the Instagram star Marnie? A, that one. B, that one. C, that one. D, that one. E, that one. F, or that one. The answer is C, that one. The other ones were Jeff, Doug, Tuna, Manny and Watson, and Marnie's dead now, by the way. Well, Soteria, Keith, you're both at the bottom on 10, which means it's time for a bloody hard off! That's right, only one of you will survive. I'll ask just one question. First to buzz in will answer. If you're right, you're staying. If you're wrong, you're dead to me. You ready? According to dog expert Stanley Corrin, which breed is harder to train? The Beagle or the Poodle? Keith.
Beagle.
Oh,
Beagle, yeah.
correct. All right, Soteria, you know what that means. You're dead to me. Get over here. What happened, Soteria?
I need to go back to the books. I was stumped.
You know what's happened? Your chances tonight are in ruins. There she goes. All right, it's truth. It's a people's round.
The people's round against the clock.
Find your napkins, play along at home. Your time starts now. Located south of San Francisco is the technology hub known as what valley? Sanjay.
Silicon?
Yes. In a standard leap year, which month has only 29 days? Keith.
February.
Yes. Sarah Ferguson is the Duchess of where? Keith.
York.
Yes. What was Kylie Minogue's first #1 single? Jake.
Locomotion.
Yes. Australians commonly use which brand name for what Kiwis call a chili bin? Keith.
Esky.
Yes. In the riddle, somebody going to St Ives met a man with how many wives?
7.
Yes. People who live in glass houses are warned not to throw what objects? Sanjay.
Stones?
Yes. A 9-candle menorah is lit over the course of which Jewish celebration? Jake.
Hanukkah.
Yes. Time's up! All right, the end of the people's round. Keith, you're at the bottom on 25. Get over here. Good luck, guys. So you almost snuck in there at the end like an unwelcome guest at the Melbourne Cup. So what do you reckon happened?
Not enough Guinness beforehand, mate.
Maybe now you can finally become the pisshead that you should be.
Are there beers out the back?
It's the ABC. No.
It was in my rider.
You don't have a rider, mate. Help! There he goes. OK, only two left. Who's going to be the hard quiz champion? Jake and Sanjay. Get over here because it's time to play hard quiz.
Final round. Head-to-head. Scrubs versus the Wiggles. Hard quiz.
Now, there can only be one hard quiz champion who gets to take home the limited edition Big Brass mug. What will you do with the mug if you win, Sanjay?
Well, you know, hospitals always need more bedpans.
Fair enough. What about you, Jake?
I'll use it to make a big bowl of fruit salad. Yummy, yummy.
You make me happy to be alive, Jake.
Thank you.
Let's play. Hard! Sanjay. In the Season 8 premiere, JD points to the janitor's off-screen watch, saying, "Ah, that's new." When the episode first aired, what did he appear to be pointing at?
Oh, I remember this, because he's trying to highlight he grew a new beard, which doesn't look very good, because I also tried it.
I feel like you're
Was it a
currently
sign?
trying it, aren't you?
Yes, it's been 10 years. I think it was a sign which was right next to his hand.
Incorrect. The correct answer is it was the ABC logo. ABC in America. It was an in-joke about the show's move from NBC to ABC. It was a little in-joke. Jake, in the Wiggles movie, after getting lost while driving the big red car, the Wiggles get out and see a sign for what street?
Street.
Correct. Have you been sent by the Wiggles? I feel like the Wiggles has infiltrated our show as a marketing move.
I wish I could say yes, but no.
Sanjay, making news during the COVID-19 outbreak, a scene featuring intern Jason Cabaggio passing on an infection to a patient is from an episode with what title?
So he was not very good and he ends up quitting and then he passed an infection on as his last act. I think it was My Mistake.
Incorrect. The correct answer is My Cabbage.
Close.
Mrs. Wilkes appears in the following episode back at the hospital with an infection and dies. Let's get back to the Wiggles. Jake, in 2019, saying parents had been asking them for it for decades, the Wiggles released a song on what topic?
Ooh. I need to think about this for a moment. What's been the topic? Probably relates to stuff that's happening now. I'm going to say staying hygienic and washing hands.
Incorrect. The correct answer is toilet training.
Oh, of course.
Did you forget asking for the toilet song? Maybe you were one of the people saying, please give us a toilet song.
No, but I've actually got the album that has the toilet song on it.
Oh. Do you like the toilet song? Is it a good song?
It's a bit of a weird song, but it's a good educational song.
Okay. How's the chorus go?
A lot of wheeze and poos and all that.
I see what you mean. Not great. Not great. Sanjay. Carla tricks the staff into turning up for a group photo by promising Turk a donut truck, Elliot a handbag sale, and Todd a booby-touching booth. What is Dr. Cox expecting?
He's expecting JD to get beaten up out the front of the hospital.
Correct. All right, anyone's at this stage? Jake, who received a special thanks credit on 1996's Wake Up Jeff album, 24 years before debuting as an on-screen character?
Ooh, 24 years before debuting as an on-screen character. So 96. I was gonna have a guess. Shirley Shawn the Unicorn.
Incorrect. The correct answer is Sir Leslie Longley. He started a really long time ago. What happened was, once when Greg was late to a concert, Anthony got on the mic and said, "This is Sir Leslie Longley from the ABC. A busload of preschoolers has broken down and we can't start the show until they arrive." And it became a running joke. So if you were ever at a Wiggles concert and they started late, it was because Greg couldn't read maps. Sorry for dissing Greg like that. He's probably very good at reading maps. Does that make you feel better?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Sanjay, usually referred to on screen as Colonel Doctor for his resemblance to Colonel Sanders, what is this character's real name?
So it's actually Cole Slawowski. So coleslaw. I don't know how they do it.
Close. The correct answer is Coleman Slawski. So you got the joke right. It was coleslaw, but you said Slawski. You said Cole Slawski. It's Coleman Slawski. Jake, on the US version of the album Ukulele Baby, track 12 is Hey Mr. Weatherman. What is track 12 on the Australian release?
Hey, hey, it's Saturday.
Correct. Sanjay, if you get this wrong, then Jake, you are tonight's hard quiz champion. Sanjay. In season 4, claiming it's the best thing that has ever happened to him, Turk gets a new phone number that begins with 916 and ends in what?
So it spells out call Turk.
Incorrect. The correct answer is call Tur. You said call Turk. It's got to be called Turk, because otherwise you've got too many numerals for the number and you'd ring it and it wouldn't work. Which means, Jake, you are tonight's hard quiz champion! All right, Sanjay. You know what this means? Help! There he goes. Congratulations, Jake. You are tonight's hard quiz champion. You get the big prize, mate. And you get to do the sign-off.
Thanks for playing hard.
Well done.